Hey everybody! Today, during quarantine, I'm going to be a little bit productive. So I'm in the kitchen because I have a couple of things that I want to reorganize, tidy up, clean out, vacuum out, that kind of thing. So we're going to be working on my leftover containers cabinet because I have a mix of plastic and glass and it's a disaster zone at the moment. So this definitely needs a clean out. I think I'm going to get rid of most of my plastic containers and just keep mostly glass. We'll see, that's a big step for me. So I'm going to do that today. I'm also going to clean and tidy the side of our fridge where I keep all kinds of papers and mementos and like magnets from businesses, all kinds of things. So that needs to be straightened because you can tell it's terrible. And then I'm also going to wipe out our fridge. It desperately needs like an actual clean out and wipe out. And I also have some cabinets that I've noticed like a ton of crumbs at the bottom of the cabinet. So I have to vacuum and wipe that out too. It's just a kitchen cleaning kind of day. So let's get started. Here's a good look at my main two shelves. And then I keep some larger items up there, like bigger bowls and that big rectangular plastic container. Oh, I can't get rid of that one. All right, already I'm skeptical on if I'm actually gonna get rid of anything. So, okay, I better just dive right in. All right, so our leftover containers shelves are done. I feel much better. I feel like I can breathe in there and I just have so much less stuff because I got rid of the plastic. So the only little hitch is that I have one of these sized rectangular glass containers and it has no lid, but I have a random round lid with no matching bowl. So I'm going to hang on to those two, even though that doesn't match, just to try and remind myself that I would like more of this size container and I'd also like some of this size. So on this side will be my rectangular glass containers and on this side of the shelves will be my round glass containers. On the second shelf there isn't so much happening. This is all like Corningware for when I send soups with my husband to work for his lunches. Then we have some more glass containers over here. I think these are ones that maybe came from my in-laws, so I'm not getting rid of these. These all have snap-on lids also, which are a little hard to work. I'm still getting the hang of because sometimes they're a little tough to snap closed and open, but they're just fine, you know, and they're perfectly fine glass containers. They're in great shape, so I'm not getting rid of them. And then here were just my extra plastic pieces that I'm keeping there and there, and then the other plastic, like more disposable plastic containers and meal preps. In terms of the plastic containers that I am not using anymore, there's gonna be a whole avalanche in this box. I've put them all in this box and I'm going to keep them in my basement. I'm not just throwing them away or like tossing them in the recycle bin. So when we have leftovers that I'm sending home with any of my family, that's what I'm going to keep these for. They're welcome to take them. And also if they just want any of these to like use and keep in the future, because there's some decent ones in here. I mean, I love these different colored ones with the lids. They all match. Like they're still in good shape. I just prefer not to use the plastic anymore. So if anybody, you know, in my family wants to take them, they can just plain have them. Okay, another kitchen cabinet that we're going to work on is my appliance cabinet, which I don't want to get rid of anything that's in here. I want to keep everything. So the big problem is that it's just kind of higgledy-piggledy at the moment, so it needs a tidying. But, okay, the actual big problem, the biggest problem, are all the crumbs on the bottom. And I think this is because this is where I keep the toaster and we just kind of like toss the toaster in and out. So the crumbs get everywhere and it's gross and they all need to go. So again, I've got to take everything out before I clean it. That's another cabinet down. And I put our most used appliances, which is kind of how I had them before, but I just gave it a tidy. I put the most used appliances towards the front. Our coffee maker, the carafe is just in the sink at the moment. So our coffee maker, we use that all the time. I use the like kitchen, what is it, like a countertop toaster oven. I use that fairly often, and it's big and clunky, so I don't want to shove it at the back of the cabinet. The Mickey waffle maker, again, we use that every so often, but I don't want it way at the back because it's harder to pull out. But the toaster and that blender we use all the time, so they're right in front, easily accessible. And the best part is no crumbs. However, I've had a casualty. The little fuzzy hangy balls on my slipper fell off. I don't know what happened. They fell off my left slipper, so now I just have hangy balls on the right shoe, but not on my left shoe. Okay, now I'm tempted almost maybe to cut them off now because they don't match. Now for the side of our fridge, which is pretty darn messy, but it's just a great like catch-all holding spot for all kinds of little things. So just the weirdest stuff. First of all, we have a $1 million bill, and why I have no idea. We also have, okay, Star Wars magnet. There's Darth Vader. A couple little magnets that I made. It's a little chick that got chewed by the dog, but you know, we had to save him because we felt so bad that he got chewed up. I've also saved some cash out vouchers from the casinos in Las Vegas when we went. This was at the airport. I'm a real high roller. It's 10 cents. Here's another gem. This is a very old washed out picture of my sister and Chuck E. Cheese. All right, that's better. I've at least got some old cards and things, you know, not just business cards, but just like old papers and things that could go. I threw those away. There's stuff that I just always like to have on here, even if it's a little tacky, even if it's a little busy. I don't care. You know, like I don't mind our little cute magnets and stuff. That's fine. And Pusheen, it's a handy bottle opener. And we always like our magnet letter opener, like our letter slicer thing there. And it's always handy to have a clip and then appointment reminder cards and markers and an eraser for the dry erase board. I like having our trash schedule right here on the fridge. Box tops, we have Disney info, just some like bathroom stuff. So general things I don't mind, but it just gets overwhelming with junk sometimes. And so it's nice to just clean it off periodically and just keep the stuff that you need the most. So now it's time to clean out the refrigerator. I think I'm good food-wise. Like I don't think we're really gonna have to throw anything away out of there, but everything has to come out because the entire inside of the fridge needs to be wiped down. Here's another little plastic container. I'm gonna keep this one because, you know, you just need little plastic containers or little containers in general to hold random stuff sometimes, like garlic and these little packs of butter, which we're holding on to like we really need them. Cheese, more cheese. Take a wild guess. It's gross, but this is reality. I've had stuff leak. I've got crumbs and bits of stuff and rings from jars. And this is our produce drawer that definitely needs to be cleaned out. Even though I keep these little mats down there, it's still, look at, I mean, just disgusting. I cannot wait to get a new refrigerator. These appliances are all from when we moved into this house. They're all original with this house. And mind you, it's not an old house, but everything is still like well used. Like it's cracked at the back of the fridge, and we added this little drawer because I needed a drawer because this had drawers here. Like, look how stupid this looks. this had drawers when we moved in, but they were broken. They were both broken. They were both very hard to pull in and out. Like there's not even a track for them. Like you just pull them in and out, and they did not work well. And they also had separate like compartments at the front of the drawer. So that would always open, and yeah, you could even pull the drawer. It was a whole thing. It was just really stupid. So I took them out because they were a huge pain. And this drawer, luckily, like this still works okay, you know. I cannot wait to get a new refrigerator one day, and I'm not even sure if I'm going to even get the same style or change completely. All right, I'm gonna put my cheese drawer back, and I think the whole fridge looks so much better. It's cleaned out finally. We were obviously long overdue. I took all these out, put some Mrs. Meyer's cleaner in them, scrubbed them all. They didn't come perfectly clean. There's still some yellow stains and discoloration, but I did the best I could. Everything has been actually washed. All the shelves have been washed. I wiped down the back of the fridge a little bit too. I got as many crumbs as I could out. This drawer is a million times better. So now I'm going to refill the fridge. Fridge is officially done, and I guess we do have a lot of stuff in here, but it's a lot of like extras and condiments, that kind of stuff. So we have some condiments and things on the top shelves, drinks here, nothing here at the moment, cheese drawer, and then I had to go in the basement and get one of these little plastic bins that I just cleaned out of the leftover containers cabinet, and I used it to put some of the open cheese in. And look at, here's 2 more plastic containers that I didn't even, like realize were sitting in the fridge that have open cheese in them. So eventually those will make their way out of use. And then I have some leftovers, produce. I have clementines and half an onion. So yeah, much cleaner, much better, and now it's ready to go. Whenever I do get to the grocery stores for more like actual meal stuff, I will have a little more room, especially once we finish those leftovers. Another reason I hate this refrigerator is that it's all like gross and beat up here on the front where the water panel thing is, which it was like that when we moved in, and I hate it. And also the water dispenser is broken. Okay, the last trouble spot today that I'm gonna work on is this cabinet where we keep our trash cans, which I've just pulled out at the moment. So it used to be a cabinet door that opened like this way, like normally swings out, but we converted it, my dad and my husband, and made it a trash can drawer, which has been wonderful. So the only problem is I like to ignore all the crumbs and dirt that fall back in here, and now I can't ignore it anymore. So we're going to vacuum and wipe that out. That is so much better. It's so much neater. And because I'm using the Mrs. Meyer's kitchen spray, it smells so good in there now. Okay, so I am done for today. I'm pretty happy with how much I got done, and I feel better that things are more organized, they're more cleaned out and tidied up. At least I've made a good start in my kitchen on my spring cleaning since we're stuck inside anyway. So how are you guys doing? Are you cleaning anything out in your kitchens? Let me know, and thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.